Hello everyone and welcome. Today I want to talk about something trivial but it is important. It's about loss function in Python. This is about BCELoss versus BCELoss with logits. So what's the purpose of this loss function? This is the loss function for binary output. When your model outputs only between 0 and 1 or yes and no. When you apply this function, you will apply a binary cross entropy function. The formula is like this. Another variant to accommodate more than two possibility output is called categorical cross entropy. The binary one is used when the activation function used in the output layer is the sigmoid function, and the other one, that is the categorical one, it's used when you use softmax. It's obvious you must use softmax when dealing with more than two output possibility. Okay, back to the topic. So, what is the difference between BCL loss and BCL loss with logits? Actually, logits means sigmoid function. So, BCL loss with logits is BCL loss operation after we applying a sigmoid function. So, if your model doesn't apply sigmoid at the end of operation at the forward function in the Python, use this. Otherwise, use BCA loss. Now, what happens if you use BCL loss at the end of forward and you doesn't use sigmoid function? Okay, let's see in the hands-on. And as you can see here, this is the model that I use here, just last night. And you can see that I doesn't use this output activation that is sigmoid. I'm only use the linear operation here. And for the criterion or the loss function here, I'm using BCA loss. And this is the process of the model run. And yeah, I run this. And as you can see here, I found the error. Runtime error, all elements of input should be between 0 and 1. And this is happened because in here, in the tensor in here, we got a value that is either it's below 0 or it's above 1. Let's see if we print the maximum and the minimum of the here of the prediction. Let's run again. And as you can see here, we got a minus value that is below 0. And the maximum is normal, it's in the range. And as you can see, it gives us an error because BCELoss only expect the value between 0 to 1. If we just use the output of linear operation, the output can be anything. With sigmoid function, whatever the value is, it will bind it between 0 and 1. On the other hand, if you use BCS loss with logits and also use sigmoid, you will apply a double sigmoid when train the model. Your output will always be very low. Now let's compare if we using here BCE loss when we using sigmoid, compare it with if we using BCE with logit loss when we also using sigmoid in here. Let's see the maximum of the predict. Here I will just using max. Okay, in here I use the BCA loss. Here the maximum is like this. It's fluctuating. It's fluctuating up and down like this. Okay. Now, what if we using BCE with logits? Despite we already using sigmoid in the model. Here we get 0.8, 0.2, and it keep down, going down, going down, going down, going down. Yes, it keep going down. It will not trigger an error because the output, the loss function still can handle your output value, but your model can learn from your data. So your training will be meaningless. Okay, I think that's all. This is very short, but I think this is important. Thank you. Bye.